Okay, how to make meatballs. What I'm going to be doing right here is making about 14 meatballs. I'm going to be starting out with 1.5 pounds of meatball mix that I get at my local meat market. It's made up, I don't know what the actual percentage is, but it's beef, pork, and veal. What I'm going to be doing first is taking 2 eggs and cracking it in that stainless bowl in front of me. Okay, I have the meatball mix out. Gonna beat these eggs up. I'm gonna take that meatball mix, put it in the eggs. Discard anything I don't need. Take a little bit of vegetable oil, canola oil, put it at the bottom, just a couple of teaspoons in there, because we will be placing the meatballs in there later. Get that out of the way. We're going to just oil that pan up a bit and rest that aside. Okay. Some of the ingredients we're going to be using back here: salt, basil leaves, parsley leaves, pepper, garlic, oregano, and some grated pecorino Romano cheese. And we have breadcrumbs over there as well. First thing I want to do is just get this meat very wet. So I'm going to do this for a few minutes and I'll get back to you and show you what that looks like. So we get this nice and gooey, and then we're going to add some of the other ingredients. I don't really measure this stuff. Basil, I take a little capful, dump it in there. It's going to come out good no matter what. A little sprinkle of salt. Sprinkle of pepper. You could use fresh parsley if you like, fresh basil. Chop it up. It's nice. But this is the quick man special. A little oregano. Sprinkle of garlic. And we'll mix that up. And I'm going to put in some of this pecorino Romano. Just a little wishy-washy. Here's a nice, as you see, I'm not measuring anything. You can't screw this up. Okay, once this is well mixed, I'll add some breadcrumbs and be back. Okay, we have that all mixed in. I'm going to add a little breadcrumbs. So we get a nice consistency, which I think we're at. I'm going to dig into this with my hands. I'm going to be using this scooper to make the meatballs, which I would say 14 roughly. 1 pound of meat will get you about 9 with that. You could use 100% ground beef as well. Doesn't have to be the pork and veal mixture. Just adds a little more flavor. Okay, you can see the consistency of that now. It's getting nice and gooey and sticky. So we're going to dig in now and make a couple of these bad boys. What I do is I just jam that up like this, drop it in the pan. I'll form them later. About 2, 3, 4. These are nice sized meatballs. Some people like them smaller. These will be cooked in the oven for 20 minutes at 450 degrees. Alright, let me kill this a bit, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, now we'll get the meatballs and we'll roll them up into nice little balls. A little oil gets on the outside will help help them from sticking. At the same time, give them a little lubrication, they'll brown. We'll get that oil off them later. After we cook them, we'll put them on a paper towel and get all the yuck off. And as you can see, they're getting nice and oiled up, which will give them a nice brown color. We've got more natural gas, we've got more energy resources, shale oil, coal, and this is how I do a quick meatball. Again, you could use fresh parsley, fresh oregano, fresh basil leaves. Really comes out good. But this is the quick skidoo. Alright, that's it. How many do we have here? What did I say we were going to get? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. I said 14. Alright, one extra. Okay, now that we have these meatballs ready, we're going to put them in the oven, 450 degrees for 20 minutes, and then put them on a paper towel to get the fat off them. I wanted to also show you one of my students today who's paying close attention to me throughout this taping. Here's my little friend here. Okay.